We are here today, as you heard, to introduce technology that will be used by our San Diego Police Department to help detect drivers who make the wrong decision to drive while under the influence not only of alcohol but also of drugs. Public safety is a shared responsibility, and DUIs are a 100% preventable crime. Yet, they are still a significant reason for adult arrests in San Diego County. Having been in law enforcement now for more than 34 years, I have personally seen the devastation driving under the influence leaves on individuals, on families, and on our community. With the recent state legislation and legalization of marijuana, a growing concern is the number of drivers choosing to drive while impaired by drugs or a combination of drugs and alcohol. To help in the detection and apprehension of DUI drug offenders, our department is training our officers in the symptomology and detection of drug-impaired drivers and will use a portable drug analyzer to assist them. Last week, our traffic division received 2 Draeger portable drug analyzers through a donation from the San Diego Police Foundation. It will detect the presence of drugs such as amphetamine, diazepam, methamphetamine, cocaine, opiates, and THC. And THC is the chemical that is found in marijuana. With this machine, the Draeger, much like our preliminary alcohol sensor device used to detect alcohol, is non-invasive and allows for a quick roadside screening of suspected drug-impaired drivers.
DUI checkpoints now include mouth swabs that can tell if you smoked pot days ago. By Justin Gardner, March 28, 2017. San Diego, CA. On St. Patrick's Day, California's southernmost metropolis decided to debut a roadside test for those suspected of driving under the influence of cannabis. Several sobriety checkpoints were set up throughout the city with the standard invasions of privacy, but this time they added a mouth swab test known as the Draeger 5000. If a cop suspects a driver of being high, they request that he or she take the mouth swab test, and perhaps a field sobriety test as well. They're trying to gather evidence to incriminate you, although the mouth swab test is not mandatory. The Draeger 5000, already in use in other countries and cities such as Los Angeles and New York, detects the presence of various substances, including THC, the psychoactive ingredient in cannabis. The problem is, this test has absolutely zero ability to test actual impairment or level of intoxication. Advertisement. But a positive reading can give cops the excuse for the more invasive procedure of a blood test. According to the San Diego Union Tribune, officers trained to recognize the symptoms of drug impairment will first look for various indicators that a driver is high, from an unsafe driving maneuver to bloodshot eyes to the odor of marijuana to blank stares, San Diego Police Officer Emilio Ramirez said. Once there is ample suspicion of drug use, the officer can then request to perform field sobriety tests or for a driver to take the Draeger 5000 test. If the driver refuses at that point, the officer can force the person to submit to a blood test. To use the machine, the driver is handed a mouth swab and instructed to run it around the inside of the mouth for up to 4 minutes. The swab is then placed into the machine, along with a vial of testing solution, and the machine does its work. It takes about 6 to 8 minutes for results to print out on a receipt. A positive result will likely send the driver to a police phlebotomist for a blood test to determine precise drug levels. Even a negative result could lead to a mandatory blood test if the officer still suspects impairment. If the mouth swab test is negative but the officer still has a suspicion of impairment, then a blood draw might still be mandated, because the Draeger 5000 only measures for 7 kinds of narcotics, Ramirez said. And if you can't make bail, you'll be sitting in jail for weeks or months awaiting the blood test results. For many people, this would mean being fired from their job, or being ripped away from their family, or some other life-altering repercussion, all because a cop invaded your privacy at an unconstitutional roadblock. Read more. Video of child being tortured by officers exposes severe problem of putting kids in adult prisons. The Draeger 5000 can give positive results for THC even if the person did not even use cannabis that day. If it's legal to use cannabis, as in California, and the swab test can detect THC from days prior, there is absolutely no rationale for deploying the machine. Despite the fact that someone can be perfectly sober and still test positive, this evidence is admissible in court. San Diego Police Chief Shelley Zimmerman played on fears over legalization to justify their fancy new $6,000 machines, saying, "It's a huge concern of ours with the legalization of marijuana that we're going to see an increase in impaired drug driving." The funny thing is, results from St. Patrick's Day field sobriety checkpoints showed a decrease in the number of DUI arrests. At one checkpoint, 6 people were arrested, down from nearly a dozen the year before. One person was going to submit to the mouth swab test for cannabis, but the ordeal gave him an anxiety attack that required medical attention. The cops went ahead and arrested him for DUI afterward. We did have one person, who was going to submit a test, but unfortunately had some sort of anxiety attack in secondary to the point where we actually had to get medical attention for him and then later arrested him for DUI, said Officer Mark McCullough. Clearly, the Draeger 5000 mouth swab test serves no actual purpose in addressing impaired driving, but is just another tool of the police state being rationalized by cannabis decriminalization.
Need a car? Don't forget to stop by carmarshal.com where you can scout through over 100,000 new and used car vehicles. Take a look around. Get you a new affordable car. carmarshal.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts. 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that's that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, what we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So, if you can give more than that, that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not. They're just not. So, anyways, if you can give more than that, that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran on, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran on no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.